Let me ask you something real. What if I told you that your silence, your absence, might be the loudest memory she ever has of you? Not the late night calls, not the laughs, not even the way you loved her when she didn't love herself. But the moment you chose not to beg, the moment you stopped chasing, the moment you let her feel the void where you used to be, that's when she truly saw your value. She thought you'd always be there, and now that you're gone, she realizes she lost something she may never experience again, not because you were perfect, but because you were real. Let's talk about what she's really feeling now that you're no longer in her life. First thing, your disappearance was louder than any goodbye. You didn't scream, you didn't cause a scene. You didn't send a long message filled with, "I can't believe you did this." No, you just stopped showing up, stopped replying, stopped being available. And to her that was confusing because she's used to men losing their minds over her. She's used to guys begging for another chance, proving themselves, tripping over their own pride. But you walked away with grace, and that silence it echoed. That's when the panic started in her chest, because for the first time, she saw a man value himself more than her validation. Second thing, she thought you'd come back until you didn't. She believed she had you wrapped around her finger, not because she's evil, but because you gave so much. You forgave her when she was wrong. You stood by her when she pushed you away. So when you left, she assumed it was temporary, a reaction, a phase. But days turned to weeks, weeks turned to silence, and slowly it dawned on her, you're not waiting anymore. That's the moment she realized she lost you for real, and the truth, she never expected to feel that kind of regret. Third thing, she didn't expect you to heal without her. Most women expect a man to fall apart when they leave. She expected you to spiral, maybe reach out, maybe stalk her stories, maybe post something indirect to get her attention. But instead, you went silent, focused, started rebuilding. Maybe you hit the gym or picked up new goals. Maybe you just started sleeping better. She noticed. Even if she says she didn't, she noticed. And what scares her more than anything, that the man she left is becoming a better version without her. Because now she's not just missing you. She's missing the man you've become. Fourth thing, you set a standard she wasn't ready for. You didn't love her for who she pretended to be. You loved her for who she was underneath the walls. That type of love, that kind of emotional safety, it's rare. And deep down, she knows it. Now, every man she talks to will feel like a copy, a weaker reflection. They might be cute, funny, charming, but they won't know how to calm her anxiety at 2 a.m. They won't understand her silence like you did. They won't hold space for her without needing something in return. You didn't just love her, you understood her. And now she realizes understanding like that doesn't show up twice. Fifth thing, she's falling in love with the memory, not the moment. Here's the painful part. She's not missing the current you. She's in love with the memory of you. The way your hand fit hers. The way you looked at her when she didn't feel pretty. The way you laughed genuinely without filter. Now she replays those moments in her mind like a movie she can't pause. But the thing is, you're no longer in that scene. You moved forward, you changed, you grew. And the more she clings to that old version of you, the more she realizes he's not coming back. Sick thing. You let her feel the weight of losing a good man. Let's be real, good men are rare. Not just in words, but in how they love. You didn't manipulate, you didn't play games, you just showed up consistently. You saw her flaws and chose to love her anyway, and what did she do? She took you for granted. Now she's learning the lesson most women learn too late. Losing a man who actually loved her is far worse than being with one who never did. She's not heartbroken because you were toxic. She's broken because you were true and she let you go. Seventh thing, she's trying to replace you but can't. Don't let the Instagram posts fool you. The nights out, the smiling selfies, the new guy in the comments, all of it is noise, all of it is distraction. Because when the music fades, when she's lying in bed alone, it's your voice that echoes in her head, not his. Because he doesn't know her story like you did. He doesn't know why she cries when certain songs play. He doesn't know the childhood wounds she hides behind sarcasm. But you did. And that level of emotional intimacy, it's not easy to replace. It lingers in her mind quietly, painfully, and constantly. Eighth thing, she thought you'd be her lesson, but you became her reminder. She thought losing you would be a chapter, something she'd heal from, grow from, and eventually forget. But you didn't just teach her a lesson. You became a reminder of what real love looks like, of what emotional safety feels like, of what it's like to be seen by someone and still be chosen. Now, every time a man fails to meet her halfway, every time she feels misunderstood or unloved, you come back to mind. Not because you tried to stay, but because your absence left a blueprint. So if you're sitting there wondering if she's forgotten you, Let me end this with the truth. She didn't lose a boyfriend. She lost a protector, a provider of peace, a man who actually gave a damn. And no matter what she posts, no matter who she dates, the absence of your presence is louder than any attention she gets. You didn't just walk away. You rose. You became better. And now she's not chasing closure. She's chasing a version of you she can't reach anymore. And that's what makes you unforgettable.